Mr. Nicholas!
I'm so relieved that you're okay.
Yeah, Gingerbread Man looked pretty good, too. Anyways, do you see what just happened?
I did.
Miz, Kit, Danhausen demands a match with them.
Okay, listen, Danhausen. How about at Backlash, I can put you in a match with Miz and Kit.
That's good.
If you find a tag team partner.
Oh, that's bad. That's work.
No, that's all I can do. I need a tag team partner, but if you can, the match is yours.
All right, fine. Oh, you want me to disappear? Okay. Ow!
In 3, 2, 1, clap.
Huh?
Benoit balls.
I still think Kevin Sullivan did it.
I'm Aubrey Edwards. I'm not a wrestler.
Tony's quick sniffs of the week.
No, just my dickhead friends causing concussions and shit. All right, never mind.
There's barbecue sauce. So good, half the face don't work.
With Hogan that close up on the fucking camera reminds me of my racist uncle. I know you ain't listening, but you know who you are, you fucking racist.
Uncle Oh my God, for real, don't tell me that's his name. Oh, no way. I was kidding. I swear to God. It was just the first thing that came to my head. It was the first thing.
Welcome to the Top of Wrestling with your hosts ODM and the Professor.
Good wrestling day. Is it? We'll find out. We're going to talk about that today because it's the Top of Wrestling podcast. I'm the Professor, he's ODM, and welcome on back for another show here. And we're ready to rock today. We got news, we got results, we got Bring It to the Table. We are reliving the Monday Night Wars 30 years and 7 months later with, this week has some fun moments. I cringe watching a lot of this 1995 shit. I forgot how character-based it was. We just stepped out of the 2001 era of Attitude, and now this. Anyway, but also, speaking of that state of wrestling at that time, today, we're pivoting. Last week, I think we teased it. We were going to talk about The Shield and, their rise, their fall, where they're at nowadays. Yeah, we had to pivot. There's a lot going on in wrestling these days, and it's funny how many shifts we have it feels like every 5 years of a good shift or a bad shift, and we're there again. So we're going to be doing the state of wrestling in 2026. I swear to God, there's got to be another top topic. It was called State of Wrestling or something like that before. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man who put this doc together and showed me that you don't need to have pages. ODM!
Hey, yo! I'm glad I could be helpful.
It's all brand new shit fucking 6 years into this show.
Hey, remember when we didn't even have a format? It was more just like a paragraph. You say this, then I say that.
Yeah, those are simpler times.
Simpler times. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it because it's like this podcast coming full circle.
Yeah, well, I don't have a segue. This is fucked.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to bring it down a notch myself. Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to get this out of the way. Not in a let's hurry and brush past it. I'm going to get it done early because it is actually fucking sad as shit. And especially if you watch any of the videos, it's hard to watch, to be honest with you. Rebel from AEW. We knew that she had been out for quite some time, and she was dealing with ALS, but it's in complete terminal stages. She doesn't know how much time she has left.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
It's ALS. It's terminal. There's no cure. Lou Gehrig's disease. But yeah, man, it's terrible because it's one of those things. It was bad. It was bad enough when she put out the first video, being like, "I'm dealing with this and with this and with this, and the outcomes are usually not good, but I'm going to try to fight." Now it's like, yeah, you fight all you want. It doesn't matter. So I mean, it's fucking terrible. AEW, Shivani and team gave her a nice little shout out. A lot of signs in the crowd. So at least some support, but that's fucking terrible. I hope she gets to I hope she just lives life to the fullest and gets what she can out of it at this point. You know what I mean?
She didn't even scratch a surface of being in wrestling, man. Unfortunately.
Well, she did a lot
But I
of
remember
makeup.
her
And,
now.
she did a lot of makeup and stuff, but like her in-ring stuff when she was with Britt, right?
Britt Baker.
Yeah, I mean, she was great, I thought.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. It was Britt and it was her, Britt, and one other girl that was involved at that time.
Okay.
That was like part of Britt's team. And that's where I liked her. She, like I said, she barely scratched the surface. Like, she could have been something, and this sucks. So it's sad. Speaking of sad, is getting in someone's face at the MGM Grand. And now the full story has actually come out. Punk has admitted that this whole thing. This guy was strictly trying to get up AJ's ass and asking her a lot of questions, and was like, he said being kind of abrasive and asking unfriendly questions. And that's why when you see the video where Bayley's hugging AJ, she's actually trying to protect from that actual fucking dude with the camera or with the phone who would not leave them alone. And so there's no charges that are going to be filed against Punk on any of this, which is great. But the guy is he speaks English, but it's a broken English. So he's a Spanish-speaking gentleman, but it was broken English because the 911 audio has been leaked or released, however you want to call it for that. And he goes, and it was CM Punk, and he goes, and he seemed inebriated and drunk. And I'm like, you lost. You lose.
Yeah.
You already lost.
Yeah. Well, we know you're full of shit.
So, yeah, it was I listened to the video, and there's an interpreter who's trying to, like, say it over to the 911 dispatch, and she goes, and who's the person? He goes, CM Punk, and she goes, that's a person? Like, more Punk news. Not sure if you saw this, but ESPN removed CM Punk's AFI's intro from WrestleMania 42 replay. So if you go on to ESPN right now, I haven't looked at it yet. I only know that they have pulled the AFI Masari Kantari, whatever the fuck it's called, right? We can't figure it out. It's funny because they don't even say those words in the goddamn song. I'm like
that happens from time to time.
I get it, but I don't know how to say it.
He says the thing.
But I don't want to, like, ask anybody. It's like 25 years too late. You're going to look it up, aren't you, how to say it?
Maybe.
No, but anyway, so they removed it from all replays of WrestleMania 42. So I'm not sure if it starts with him just coming out when it's dead quiet, or not dead quiet, but no music, and he comes out, does the It's Clobbering Time, and that's when Cult of Personality hits.
They say any reason why?
I'm assuming it probably has to do with the rights. I put money on that.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, maybe ESPN would have to rent the rights.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think so because ESPN fucking broadcasted it live.
True.
Maybe it was a one-time thing. Maybe it was a one-time use. Yeah,
right.
Okay, good call. All right, yeah, possibility. All right.
I think it's great. I think it's funny. I'm like, well, I'm glad I got to see it when it happened. Lucha Underground is set to be syndicated and coming back. Is this under a WWE umbrella?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't know who the fuck owns it. I know that up until, I mean, if it does truly get syndicated, which it sounds like it is, from what I read, it sounded like it was hard to legally watch it. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I don't think it was syndicated at all, like where you could go and watch it on this platform or check it out here or buy it here. It was just kind of out there in the ether. And if, let's say you were, if you were in a bit of an R mood, you could probably find it.
Never mind. My apologies. I thought you were saying like syndicated as they're coming back and syndicated. You're saying that you can watch the 3 seasons of Lucha Underground.
Yes.
Now I'm understanding it. Okay. This was your news in the notes. I just read it. I got it wrong. All right.
And apologies for not jumping in. I'm doing a little on the fly note taking. So.
Oh, awesome.
Hey.
Over this past weekend, Andrade El Idolo defeated Yota Tsuji for the Global Championship in New Japan.
That's crazy.
He is a part of the United Empire crew, which originally was led by Will Ospreay. There was a moment in this match where Andrade looked like, I don't know what the fuck it looked like he was going to be doing originally. I mean, no, I take it back. Like, I don't know what I thought he was going to do, but Yoda was on the second rope facing the turnbuckles, while Andrade was on the top rope, and he DDT'd him into the ring post as Andrade fell all the way out to the outside.
I saw that shit. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Holy shit. It was a good move. I was impressed with how it was done.
You know, we've been fans of Andrade since NXT days.
NXT.
You know what I mean? And he's floundered. He's had the Aleister Black treatment. He's just floundered wherever he's went. It has not worked out, you know. You even had the Ingobernables reunion in AEW. That went fucking absolutely nowhere. But I'm hoping that he's one of those guys that can just get off the radar a little bit and prosper somewhere else that maybe not have as many eyes on it.
He's doing really well here.
In him in New Japan, I never really would have thought that. But, dude, it sounds like it's a perfect fit. I'm interested now.
He actually came from New Japan. He's a former Intercontinental Champion.
No.
Remember Shinsuke Nakamura was an Intercontinental Champion? As was him, but he was under a different name because he wore a mask.
Okay. See, I didn't realize that. But I know he was in the stable in, I don't know if it was AAA or CMLL, where they did Los Ingobernables.
Yep, no, but he also competed in Japan before.
Did not realize that. Well, there you go. See, it wasn't before. Yeah, see, I think before it was after 96, I'd know it, but.
So here's the funny part, is that, so I didn't realize this part. Andrade is actually a part of United Empire. I didn't know that until recently. The IWGP Heavyweight Champion is Callum Newman. He's the one that defeated Yota Tsuji a couple weeks back for the title. Well, Will Ospreay visited Japan this past weekend, and him and fellow United Empire members Great Khan and Hanare won the six-man Never Openweight Championships. So now, the United Empire owns the World Championship, the Global Championship, and the six-man championships.
New Bullet Club.
It's a little bit of a shift, but the World Champ called out Will Ospreay for his involvement with the Dick Riders. He's like, I've been seeing that you're taking advice from Moxley and calling all that shit out. And he said, I will never join or be with the Dick Riders. I'm forever United Empire. And Newman was like, well, that remains to be seen. So kind of crossing both things over, which could be great because come June, we're going to have what? Forbidden Door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually in June. So I'm not upset with how this is going right now, especially with our top topic. I can promise you right now, I am not upset with everything else I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell too much on it.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Not in the news, but I do have to say, because we stopped kind of covering weekly TNA, but the who was it? Vincent of the Righteous was taking on Jeff Hardy during the middle of, or they were having a match, and during the middle of it, while Vincent was on the top rope and Hardy was laying flat on the ground, lights go out. It was on this past week's Impact. And lights come back on, and while Vincent's on the top rope, broken Matt Hardy returns.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, delete. Lights go out. They come back on, and it's in reverse. Vincent's laying on the mat, and Jeff Hardy's on the top rope. Does the Swanton Bomb, wins the match. I was like, okay, all right, that's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
So where broken Matt Hardy was created, he's back. It's back in TNA again. So we may be getting Brother Nero again. Hey, they look like they're actually having a good fucking time in TNA. So kudos to the Hardys.
Yeah, it was one of those things that was great when it first happened. Well, and it was so fucking epic. But then it turned into the Wyatt Six. It's like, all right, how far do we go with this fucking thing?
Well, no, you know what it was? WWE put their hands on it and made it dog shit.
Yeah, and actually tried to cross it with the Wyatts.
Yes, 100%. 100%. So, Nikki Cross, who was let go with the Wyatts, she actually filed for a new name, which is Nikki Storm. And it looks like she's going to be working possibly with things called like the Best in the Galaxy World or something like that, some wrestling thing. And I think it might be over in England that she'll be doing this or whatever.
Right.
But she sucks because this girl had so much fucking potential with her character, her acting, her intensity.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into it again today, man. Like later on, we're going to keep teasing like this. But
I mean,
someone like this, I'm like, do you put her in AEW?
No. She Insanity, she was great. I loved her matches, and when she even her singles matches. I mean, she was fantastic. And then they again just made her a fucking superhero for a little bit. Remember that?
God, that shit.
But here's the thing: even it was as much as we just talked about the Wyatt Six. Wheezy when he first saw like the Wyatt Six, it was Nikki Cross. Like he's like that's the one. He's like that's the one. Like she's fucking awesome. I'm like yeah, she is. She has been, and now she's just in the fucking wind again. You know.
Look at this is half jumping in to the top topic, but I'm going to say this right now.
Calm your tits.
There's been a lot of rumors about Bayley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If there's anywhere I actually would rather her go, I actually would rather see her in AEW because, believe it or not, Tony does a pretty good job of predominantly putting the right women in the right areas. I mean, her Mercedes is over there. I mean, you got an instant tag team or a feud. I'm just saying she can work. She has a good fucking like. We're going to talk about her later. I promise. We're going to talk about her later. But the other person is a Nikki Cross. Do you think she could be in an AEW?
I feel like I think she'll just fall by the wayside. She'll be there. She'll lose her first match. Tony will forget about her in about 2 weeks, and that'll be that.
Fair enough. So, two former WWE wrestlers, Carlito and Alberto Del Rio, are going viral for a match they had recently in Mexico. Did you see this?
I did not.
Where the recorder and viewer said, this is the worst clothesline and DDT I've ever seen in my life. Alberto went to go give Carlito a clothesline and just, it looked like shit. Like absolute shit. Like he like awkwardly angled his arm. It was weird. And then when he gave him a DDT, Del Rio sat on his ass and then rolled onto his back. Do you know what I'm saying? It was absolute dog shit.
Huh.
Good stuff to see. We've been seeing reports that Roman Reigns is not set to be on TV during all of June and won't be at Night of Champions. Is this a sign for the Jacob Fatu match? Makes you wonder. But we've seen him walk away for a month and not defend anything. And
yeah, the last that I heard was... Because there is that speculation that... something we'll talk about later. There's speculation that, Fatu might win the title because, and the best thing is that Reigns wins the title at WrestleMania. He's like, you're going to see me all summer except June.
Also July.
But
August
the
is when we
rumors that I heard
celebrate
was
my
that
family.
he wasn't going to be in Saudi Arabia, so he's not going to be on some of those shows leading up, is what it sounds like. That was the report that I saw.
Yes. And plus, there's been rumors with him about his relationship with the company, which we'll bring up later. Anyway, AJ Lee has apparently no plans to return to the WWE at any point in the next future. So this maybe was just a nice little cute one-off and let her be a part of the company again since Punk's there. And
it sounds like she's not officially unsigned, right? It sounds like it's just like, we've got nothing for you. You don't want to do anything, but stick around because we might have something for you, kind of thing, right? Not on a,
and I'm sure she's fine doing something. Dude, seasonal. You did what? Like she did something for WrestlePalooza. She was on TV like 2-3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Did a couple of weeks in Survivor Series, and then this. Mm-hmm. I think she was fine.
Good enough.
Yeah. Rock the Dwayne Johnson, which is what I'm going to call him from now on, as opposed is how Danhausen does it. Did you see the TMZ pictures of him getting pulled over?
He looked so pissed off. It was great. It was great.
What was that, like a Maserati, I think, or some shit?
You know what? I thought it was just like an SUV or some shit. I don't fucking know. I didn't pay attention.
It's a little car. Nice. Let me tell you this. If I was playing GTA, I'd steal the car because it looks like it's going to get me somewhere fast.
Oh, there you go. Probably. The look at dude, he is so pissed off. It's great. Oh God, I love it. I was gonna put it in, and I'm like, whatever. I saw somebody put a joke out there. It's like Kevin Hart called the cops on him.
Yeah, that's great. What's funny is that he had to go to the back seat of his car. I watched the video.
Yeah.
He had to go to the back seat of his car to get his portfolio out to get his license. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Carry the wall like a man, you dick.
Think about the Vince documentary. When they open it up, they show all the famous people, all the wrestlers, all the people that are going to be part of the documentary, and it's all them getting ready. Like Brett, I think they're spraying his hair, with water.
He's like, oh, fuck you, fuck Bill Goldberg.
And they're showing Cena, he's fixing his suit and his tie and everything, and they're showing everybody. And they show The Rock, and it's somebody giving him like a protein bowl. He's like, oh, thank you very much. It's like, you fucking mo.
Whatever he had to be doing something to get pulled over that way.
It was tinted windows.
Oh, it was a tinted window.
Yeah,
thing?
it's not. I don't even think the ticket's going to break $200. It's like a $25 ticket with like a $100 surcharge.
The fucking judge is going to throw it out. He's like, it's The Rock, man. I smell what he's cooking. It's funny because I got pulled over for my tint in my GMC Jimmy that I had at one point, and
he heard the name. He thought it meant something different.
I was really disappointed. So, we're on our way out to OB's out in Medina for an open mic night. Me and my boy Nate. And we get pulled over 2 minutes after I just pick up Nate. We got deuces in the car and a blunt. I'm like, shit, we're going to jail tonight. This is fucking awesome. This is great. And he goes, I need to check your tent here. And I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, I've been inspected and everything for the last 2 years. He goes, I have to do it. And he goes, He looks at it, he goes, where you guys headed to? I go, the bar.
The library, sir.
I go, the bar. And I hear Nate go, yo. And I go, to play music. We're playing music. And he goes, oh.
He said the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet.
Nate goes, and the guy goes, oh, all right, you guys just have a good night, be safe. As the guy walked away, Nate goes, fuck you. He goes, that's me. I'm outside of the car with my hands behind my back right now. He goes, how the hell did you just fumble through that and get away? I go, I don't know. That was bad. That was really bad.
Let's smoke that blunt.
Yeah. But they were open deuces too. But no, I'm saying is like, yeah, dude, tent. Fuck, The Rock is going to get pulled over for that. He's not paying for anything.
Again, the look on his face is just priceless. Cause like,
no, it's
do
amazing.
You know who you're dealing with?
I know. It's probably a rookie cop who's never watched a movie or wrestling a day in his life. He's like, hello, sir. Your name is Dwayne? Okay. This is great for WWE, with all their bullshit that's going on as of recent that we're going to get to later.
Oh, I forgot to take that one out. Yeah, my bad.
They will, however, continue to use AI for vignettes and storylines. The Zariah video, most recently for NXT, apparently was very AI generated. Some of her face moments didn't even look like her.
Yeah, but the other part we'll save. Yeah, but yeah, it's just it got flagged on X. Like they posted the video to social media, and X is like, "Yo, this video has AI in it, bro."
It's funny because this dude I know who used to work at my old company put up a picture, and it said me meeting the Mount Rushmore of basketball, and it was Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and two other guys. I don't even know who the other guys were right off the top of my head.
That bad, huh?
But under the thing, it just said, AI, like right under his name, and I was like, "You fucking
Allen Iverson."
No. Believe me, I know basketball guys.
No, I know.
It was
That's
two guys
why.
I'd actually
Okay.
never really had seen before.
Okay. Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
bad.
Kobe Bryant because if
It-
he's trying to do a picture with him, that would have been weird.
It is bad, and it just goes to show you how horny fucking wrestling marks are. Like in a lot of the fucking Facebook groups that we're in for wrestling, you'll see the fucking posts where it's like, "Who would you spend a night with? Room 1, room 2," and it's different female wrestlers, and they're all obviously like they're all wearing like the same dress, and they all have the same exact body build, and you're like, "Wow, this is fucking terrible."
And their faces are all distorted.
dude.
Yo,
It's
I
bad.
sent one. I gotta say this real quick. I sent a great meme to you and Lil Jon, and neither of you fucking reacted, and I thought it was fantastic.
Dude, I
And
could
don't
have been
think
at
you
the
understood
bar,
it.
dude. Again, we went out. My son
Okay,
for
hang on.
his birthday.
It was a picture of like Bailey and her sister, Natty, her sister, Carmella, her sister. Are you getting to the picture?
Yeah, I
right
got
now?
it.
Are you
I got
finding
it.
All right,
Bailey
now
and
look
Brenda.
around. Are you understanding any of this fucking picture? Aw, man, you're killing me. You're killing me, dude.
Wait a minute.
The final bottom picture on the right, dude.
Cody and Lana. Yeah, was he with Lana? Was there a storyline with her?
Yeah, Lana Rose is a fucking porn star.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't look at porn a lot, so I'm sorry I didn't.
I don't either, but that's pretty common.
I don't
We've made fun of
either!
this Before.
Okay, that's clever. Very clever.
All right.
Way to go, fella.
Anyway, recent injury news. Stephanie Vaquer was written off TV because she has an AC sprain. Chelsea Green underwent heart surgery for a condition that she has had for the last 10 years.
Procedure.
Which is called
Deadly
SVT.
procedure.
No, it was a heart. Yo, surgery and procedure are the same fucking thing. Fuck you.
It's from The Simpsons, dude. Relax.
Oh, all right.
Supraventricular tachycardia.
Uh-huh.
Rapid heart rate.
Apparently, apparently, like, she had an extremely rapid heart rate over WrestleMania weekend and had a lot of issues. So, yeah, she went and got that taken care of. And El Hijo del Vikingo, the son of the Viking, he had a match against Mini Vikingo this past weekend. Not only did he lose to the mini guy, he actually injured himself. And he's said to be out for quite some time.
What a fucking surprise. You see how he wrestles? Remember that time in AEW where he botched the spot and he just straight up like it was the Olympics and he just reset and did it again?
What's it called in golf? Mulligan.
Mulligan.
Mulligan. I got it, everybody.
Breakfast ball.
I'm going to let you take the contract news part here because it seems like this is up your alley.
You ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? Larry David?
I didn't. I wasn't an avid watcher. I've seen stuff.
You're familiar. Okay. So Larry David,
Correct.
one of the co-creators of Seinfeld, it's a show about him. It's basically Seinfeld unfiltered and improv. It's fantastic. You should go watch it. It's on HBO. But his
All right, I'm
wife
gonna
in
go
the
do that while
show,
you finish the show.
a lot of the other people all use their real names or just a variation. So Cheryl Hines played his wife in that series. It's her niece, Zoe Hines, who is also related to RFK Jr. She had a WWE tryout, and she is a legit, I think she's a softball player. She might do some other sports, but I mean, she's a legit athlete. But the rumors is that she had the tryout. I'm like, yeah, she's athletic, but it's just like, we'll probably, no. Oh, okay, we'll hire you. One, RFK, Linda McMahon, both being in the cabinet of President Trump. Those ties still, even with Vince being gone, those ties are still there. So it sounds like Zoe Hines was a Nepo hire of WWE. So can't wait to see what she does. If
That
anything.
could have almost made it into the top topic.
All
When you
right.
think about everything we're going to talk about.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
no shit, yeah.
So, on NXT, Tony D'Angelo, he had an evil new challenger. And then in that evil challenger was evil, obviously, but they don't say his name. They just said, he's the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and Evil
and he
handed
hands him a shirt.
Yeah, with the Japanese characters on it.
And they haven't really even given him a name at that point until just a little bit before recording today.
Yeah,
His
I saw
name is
that.
about to be Nox Rajin. Yo, his mama called him evil. I'm gonna call him evil.
I'm with you on that. I don't know what the Nox refers to, but Raijin is a Japanese god of thunder, lightning, and storms. Which, I mean, I would drop the Nox and just call him Raijin if you're gonna do it. You know, fucking just go with
Nox
that.
refers to Nox gonna do that again.
Noxers.
But after that whole thing, Tavian Heights attacks D'Angelo. And then Will Cruz debuts, who was a part of, I believe, Progressive and a couple other indie places. For a big guy, he's just a little smaller than Otis. This guy can move fast, does a lot of cool moves.
Vader.
Vader. I'll give you that. A little bit of a Vader.
Yeah.
Can do a great moonsault from the second rope.
Have you seen? There's a clip of him. It looks like he's like in a training gym, in a training ring, right? And it's like 7 moves that he does. This guy's got some sick moves. I'll send it to you on the break.
Oh no, I saw it already. That's why I said yes. Yes,
dude, they're all amazing. I'm gonna look them all up in 2K, and I'm gonna just fucking assign all those moves to somebody. It's fucking awesome.
You're Joe Rizzo
like
character.
legit. No, like legit. Like I make multiple. I usually make like a high flyer, a technician, Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect kind of guy, and then just the Hoss. But the Hoss can move. I think I'm gonna fucking apply that fucking move set to it. It's pretty
funny because
good.
I was not really good at making names.
So
I'd be like, D's nuts. Is this guy?
What I try to do is because they have recorded names. So like you can pick
go
different
through the
things.
ones that they
so I
say,
try.
yeah.
So I did one that was like Alpha Andrews.
Okay.
But there is one that I do love. It's a name from that I heard in The Simpsons, and I use it, and they're all Furious George.
Nice. It's funny because back in the day, like if you created Jeff Hardy. You'd have to settle for Jess Harvey sometimes when you had like some of those sound names. You're like, close enough. Fuck it. I may not even get to that part. I'm going to see the beginning part of his entrance and move on anyway.
The Chud Muffin.
Yo, how'd you get that nickname of mine? And also on New Japan, or not, Jesus Christ, on NXT. I saw Evil's name. I don't know why I said that. Lizzie Rain debuted, defeating Dakita Lyons and her ass. She has the Thunderstruck as her finisher.
So, okay, Lizzie Rain looks very 80s, and it's on purpose because she is the niece of the drummer from Iron Maiden. So she has the very permed out hair, and she's doing the devil horns the whole time. But bro, I love this new finisher. I don't know how it's going to work over time. She looks like she goes to do a running knee strike with her left knee. Her opponent, in this case Nikita, grabs it. So Lizzie's kind of suspended in midair for a second. And while her left leg's being held by her opponent, she takes her right leg, swings it out, and just kicks the bitch in the head. Dude, it looked amazing. Looked amazing.
It's a cool finisher.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when we first saw Sol Ruka's finisher. And then
Soul Snatcher, yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. And naturally, Thunderstruck, AC/DC, fits the gimmick.
Nah. So on Dynamite and Collision, the Guns are back. So I believe it was Colton Gunn had been out he was supposed to be out for up to a year and came back in 6 months.
Not bad.
Which
some John Cena
some
level
fucking
shit.
determination. Yeah, man. I'm like, I give you some credit for that. And more swole. And
Dude,
it's funny because
have you seen his dad?
Well, yeah, but it's funny because his brother put out a post and was like, he came back fatter than ever, and that's amazing. And it's not fat. I'm saying it's not amazing. I'm saying like he's not fat.
All right, I can look at you.
Now I didn't realize this recently, but the Guns obviously they're with Juice Robinson and Jay White. They're the Gangbang Club, really the Bang Bang Club. Okay, but as of recent, since Jay White and Colton Gunn had been gone, Ace Austin had been a part of the group and is still a part of the group. So when all of them returned, you had everybody but Jay, who is is returned now. They made a return to help save. I can't remember who they were facing against, but look at. We're gonna get into it in the top topic, but I'm seeing some cool glimmers of hope with a lot of things in AEW. This is one of them. You have to see their backstage promo. Do you remember back in 2019 when Jon Moxley and Juice Robinson faced off for the U.S. Championship in New Japan? Moxley was biting his fucking eyebrow. All that shit. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So the video is... It zooms in to begin with on Juice Robinson. He goes, I could beat Jon Moxley. I beat him before. I know I could beat Jon Moxley. I could beat him before. I did it before. I could beat Jon Moxley. This promo goes about 2.5 minutes, and this motherfucker is just repeating the same shit over and over like a crazy maniac. While the Guns and Ace Austin are cutting a promo about why they're all back, how things are going good. We got 2 words for you, guns up, and this dude is still going, I could beat Jon Moxley. I know I could beat him. I could beat him. I could beat him. I know I could beat Jon Moxley. I've always liked Juice Robinson.
Yeah, he's always been unhinged. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I'm seeing a fun little resurgence here, is what I'm saying. And then, even more so, as much as I hate the fucking conglomeration, they also had another video that I saw this past week. So, that's Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong at this moment. But you also have, you also have Willow Nightingale's in there and a couple other people, Ishii. But Roderick Strong, to open up the thing, he was talking to FTR, and he goes, Dax, what the fuck? And Orange goes, oh, hey, oh, like that. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm in. Like, that's kind of funny. And then they all go, you know what? They ended up figuring out a match with FTR. So if FTR wins in a match between Orange Cassidy and Cash Wheeler, if FTR wins, FTR and Tommaso Ciampa get a match against them for those trios championships. But if Conglomeration wins, they get a tag team title match against FTR. And then it was funny because Orange's like, it'll be me, obviously, and then one of you guys. And then Roderick's like, well, I'm going to be in. And so Kyle. But it wasn't like you see with, I was going to say heel teams where they all get real mad with each other. They're just like, Orange walks away. He's like, you guys figure. I was like, no, I'm going to be in. No, I'm going to be in, man. I was like, God damn it. Why am I liking this? I'm like, is WWE killing me so fucking bad that I actually like some of this stupid shit?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Ricky Saints made his debut on SmackDown. Had an interview or had a promo with Cody. Loved what he said when he said, I stood by you when it was detriment to my career. Because, he got in some shit for going to WrestleMania 39.
I remember.
Yep. And WrestleMania 40, if I'm not mistaken. But he actually ends up facing Cody and loses. There is something I saw recently that the most recent call-ups, everyone's facing Cody. Carmelo, Oba, and Ricky Saints all faced Cody on their very first match into WWE. Normally you sign like a Dolph Ziggler. You know what I mean? Like, but the WWE champion is the one that you're facing to begin with. Kind of cool.
Maybe they're using Cody as the guy, right? You got it.
Yeah,
you got it. If Cody gives you the all clear, then you're good to go.
It's and Ricky was going to get that okay from Cody whether they had a good match or not.
100%.
A shocker for me, JC Jane defeated Charlotte Flair.
With assistance from Fatal Attraction.
Sure, but still.
Yeah, big win. Big win. Dude, they're pushing.
Sami Zayn.
Go ahead. I'll wait. Oh, no, I'll wait. I'm going to wait.
You're going to hold to the topic? Sami Zayn officially killed the Gingerbread Man. It was just like on a pole, and he beat the fuck out of it.
Could have just talked about this in the top topic.
You want to just go to hit the top topic right now? I mean, I feel like we should.
Wars ain't going to take long. I'll tell you that fucking much.
Even to the point where Joe Tessitore announced that there was the passing of the Gingerbread Man tonight. Yeah. And now it's set. Nick Aldis said as long as Danhausen can find a partner, he will face The Miz and Kit Wilson in a tag team match at Backlash.
Who's your guess?
I'm seeing Elton Prince as a couple of ideas. I have seen CM Punk because he's set to be on SmackDown moving forward.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fucking awesome thing to be CM Punk, to be honest with you.
And they've got the history, so.
Totally. Actually, it's funny. I just saw a thing where he just responded to a 4-year later tweet to CM Punk. Punk said, "What are you doing?" 4 years later, Danhausen goes, "Oh, hey, nothing. What are you doing? Hello."
I love him so much. I probably will hate him in 6 months, but right now it's the only thing I'm clinging to next to Fatu and Roman. But
so I actually want it to be Punk, to be honest with you. I think it would be the funniest fucking setup.
It would be hilarious, and you'd get a pop. And Miz and Punk would probably have a great match on their own in there, I think.
Oh, they already had before, man.
Oh, I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're both good workers. They'd have a great match.
Even though he called him a fucking dork.
Yeah.
in that tweet.
Business is business, baby. No bad feelings. I'm going to throw a name out there. I don't know, but I feel like it would fit, and it would help Danhausen get a win. Whatever they're calling Powerhouse Hobbs now. Royce Keys.
Okay, I think that's not a bad call, to be honest with you. I think that's actually a pretty good call because it gives Royce some fan favoritism.
Mm-hmm. Hot tag.
In some ways.
Doesn't have to be in the ring a lot.
Yes, thank you. So I agree to that. That's not a bad name. Outside of that, I really can't think of a whole lot of people, man. I'm seeing, there's so many funny things. He even fucking tweeted out to Triple H, Stone Cold, and Shawn Michaels, if you guys are busy, if none of you guys are busy, if you want to be my tag team partners, he was he's tremendous. Oh, by the way, another thing I liked him in, he sees Paige and Brie Bella backstage, and he goes, "Oh, the Bella twins, how are you?" And he goes, "Nikki, how are you?" And she goes, "I'm Paige." And he goes, oh, that must be your alter ego. You're not wearing your Fearless hat. Fuck me. I don't know why that was the funniest shit to me. I was like, he's so fucking good. And then when the Miz and Kit Wilson lured him in with that briefcase, he grabbed 4 giant stacks of bills. And he goes, $400 $400 human dollars. It was easily fucking 10 grand, but however you look at it, you know what I mean? So it's, goddamn, he's good, but I'm with Meltzer. Start to sprinkle him in after this Backlash thing. Go bi-weekly. You know what I mean?
Slow down. Yep.
Yeah, unless you're gonna make him a 24/7 champion, and it's a funny thing to watch each week. Just pull back a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Agreed.
Over on Raw, Roman Reigns.
You're gonna find a few of them.
I like a good spelling error. The other day I saw a douchebag that I know, this fucking just cock-sucking dickhead who just has to start with shit with everybody. And he wrote, "Their parents must be proud of them. THERE." And I was like, God damn it, motherfucker. I'm like,
you dumb twat.
And I'm not a grammar police, but when you're going to talk shit on someone, you better make sure your shit is correct. Mm-hmm. All right, but Roman and Seth had a face-to-face off in Gorilla, and that pissed off Roman. He was very upset. Seth was beaten down and speared by Braun Breaker again. Breaker even did another mockery of Seth Rollins in the locker room with the Vision. We had a tease that Roxanne Perez was getting booted from the Judgment Day, but she shows her allegiance and screws over Finn, giving JD McDonough the win.
Yeah,
God damn it, Finn.
Yeah, they were in the back, and Liv Morgan had found out what happened between Finn and Roxanne, and it was one of those things where they kind of surrounded her, Roxanne, and put their arms around her, and yeah, I guess oh no, that's fine. So they were teasing it, and Roxanne ended up, jumping in, doing the job for the team.
In a really good tag match, Ethan Page and Rusev defeated Penta and Javon Evans. For once, the heels went over. And, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the last time I've seen Rusev have a really good win on Raw. And this was actually, again, like I said, a really good tag match. Definitely match of the night.
Yeah, and a good showing for Ethan Page too, who just showed up on the main roster. So
100%.
kind of worked for everybody, you know.
Sol Ruka, she signs with Raw. She was interrupted by Becky Lynch. Ruka had said, "I didn't expect to find out when I met you that you are exactly what everyone says you are. A rude, big-headed bitch." It's a fucking
crowd
good
started
line.
chanting. It was great. I love
then-
Sol Ruka.
But then she went to hit her move. and
That
botched
didn't
it.
work. That didn't work out so good.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Recovered quick. She slipped off the one rope, jumped again, and hit it. It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't as clean as it usually is, but
Yeah.
she's still over as fuck. She seems
totally.
natural on the mic too. You know what I mean? Doesn't seem forced or anything. Yeah, big fan.
Joe Hendry and Austin Theory had a match where the Vision interferes. Seth runs in. Have another spear, dickhead.
Oh, dude, and it was weird because that's the one where the Private Profits got involved.
Yes.
And Breaker hit this belly to belly, I think to Tez, over
It
the
was-
top
yep,
rope to the
Montez, yep.
floor. Oh, it was beautiful. Tez bumped great for it. Oh man, it looked like $1 million.
I don't like Joe Hendry being involved in this caliber of people. I feel like Joe Hendry needs to be involved with Tozawa and shit right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like Joe Hendry, but I don't think he's meant to be in a higher mid-card level caliber storyline already.
No.
Obafemi, his open challenge,
This was great.
first was answered by Tozawa, technically, until he got face-to-face with him and then backed off, which was great. Look, I liked the match, but I get that Otis is too big a stomach, I'm going to assume, for him to do his full power bomb, that he had to get him up on the top rope first to do
Could
the
be.
power bomb.
Yeah, definitely.
It was cool, but I just didn't like the finish that he had to use the top rope on his second week of his open challenge.
And he
put
still
down a big
struggled.
guy.
And he still struggled.
He did struggle a bit, yes. Like
Now-
the first initial pickup, there was some struggle. And look at man, I can barely fucking lift up 4 gallons of water at the same time.
Or your
if
own
I
body?
wanted to. 100%, dude. I oomph every time I get out of my own car.
Same here.
But on the second week of your open challenge, I don't think you should have struggled like that.
Yeah, no, fair enough. He right before that though, there was the great spot where he set him up for like a backdrop and then he just tossed him. That was fucking impressive.
There was that, yes.
So
Probably put all of his energy into that.
I know, no shit, right?
We had a face-off with Asuka and Io Sky. Asuka sprays her with mist in the face.
It was so
Again.
awful. It was like mediated by. It was like pre-taped, produced background music. They were speaking Japanese, which I love. And like Adam Pearce introduced it and then stepped off to the side and then the mist. But the acting was so bad. It was like a bad. It was like. It was
It's
like
anime shit. We talked about it.
It was like the Burbs when they find the bone and the camera zooms in and out. That's what happened when Io got sprayed in the face. Ah! It was so
Well, at least
bad.
it's better than last time. Last time she got sprayed in the face. It went all the way down her goddamn arms, shoulders, and tits. This one at least was on her face.
I know, right?
The OG Americano and the Creed brothers, who apparently are now maybe called, if I'm not mistaken, they are the Americano Hermanos or something like that. in AAA.
Maybe I didn't catch it. They definitely did say some. So backstory, they showed up at the contract signing at AAA to back up OG Americano. So now they each have their own crew.
Yep. But that trio defeated El Grande Americano and the Los Americanos. And did you notice that WWE called it a trios match?
I did. Yes.
Because it's a lucha libre match with these guys.
Yep,
But
100%.
nice. I like that you actually gave it that little nod.
You know every mark is going to say they're copying AEW.
And then Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu close out Raw again. This was their contract signing. This really was exactly what we would have expected. This is my yard. I'm taking over. I want the money. I want the fame and glory. It's kind of been what we've been seeing the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and it was about the struggle. Like, he kept almost getting the Tongan death grip on until he finally did. Took him like 3
When
tries.
he first fought it off, I was like, oh, man. And then when he hit it, I go, yeah.
I want Haku to show up. I hope he just fucking shows up. Could you imagine?
Don't fucking tease me. I'm saying this. That's his dad, right?
No.
No.
Haku is not Samoan.
No,
but I
no,
think
no. I
grew
take
up-
that back. Wait.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. He's the father of Tama
Tonga and
I'm sorry.
Tangaloa, and they're adopted. But yeah.
But I'm saying if he came out after, let's just say after a win, and you see him come out at the top of the ramp with Jacob at the end, I'll take that as 4 seconds of Haku is everything
right.
to me
No,
right
I
now.
want him to come out, and because when they were, so I was watching Raw at Wheezy's, Whiskey Man was there, and they kept doing this segment, and the whole time I kept doing the Haku thing where he's just moving his arms, and then he fucking comes in with the tongue and death grip. That's what I want to see. I want to see the fucking, yeah, dude.
It's funny because when you saw him in WWF up until 89, 90, before he left for WCW a couple years later, well, I think he was there till like maybe even 91, 92. He appeared to be a small guy. And then when he got into WCW, I'm like, motherfucker, he's
he blew up.
huge.
Yeah, he blew up.
He did, man.
But- But think about the same thing with Rikishi. Rikishi in '95, he wasn't that big.
No, he was that be cool, stay in school, rapping kind of guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Make a difference or some shit.
Yes,
like
that's
that.
what it was.
Make a difference.
And then, yeah, all of a sudden I did it for The Rock.
He's
and I'm
Yokozuno's
also
fucking size.
there. Yeah, exactly. Oh, good point. Well, we'll get into it later. Let's talk about something else, though. Let's go something into the table.
Go something into the table.
Just bring it, bitch! Oh my God!
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go something into the table. I mean, Jesus Christ! All right. Why don't you go ahead and kick it off first?
Okay,
because-
I will. I'll delay as much as I can.
No, I don't need you to delay. I was just saying. Good.
So, you and I, one of the things we have in common is YouTube videos, just kind of breaking down TV shows, movies, even as far as like specific scenes, right? Just shit like that. It's just one of the things we nerd out about, right? I saw one the other day. I thought it was really good. It was about Butch in Pulp Fiction, played by Bruce Willis. The guy, he gets paid to throw the fight. He doesn't throw the fight. He kills the guy, and he's on the run, and it's all that. And man, I didn't write any notes on this, but it's basically he's got the scene at the very beginning of the movie where you see him talking about throwing the fight, and then he has the entire segment, which is basically a redemption arc in like short story form, where everything he does is for himself. And by the end, he's being an honorable man. So just to see that in such a short time is very impressive. They talk about because his first scene of his arc is Christopher Walken delivering his dad's watch.
The watch.
And which is a common theme throughout that entire. There's clocks all over the fucking place. Like in the pawn shop, on the stairs going down, in that back room. There's clocks everywhere. Some of them work, some of them don't work. The positioning on certain ones. But it's interesting because when he tells him about the watch, he says his great-grandfather bought it in Knoxville, Tennessee. After the fight, he gets in the taxi. He goes to a payphone, and he's talking to his brother, his whatever. And he references being in Knoxville, and next time I'll see you will be on Tennessee time. The word time is thrown out there a lot. So his dad bought the watch from a shop in Tennessee, and that's where they're fleeing to. When so they decide that Marcellus is going to be the first one to go into the back room with Zed. So Bruce Willis Butch is left alone with the Gimp. Butch breaks free, he knocks out the Gimp, and he's about to leave the shop, and he stops. He has a moment of crisis, and right behind him on the wall, you see an American flag and a Confederate flag, and you see a bunch of license plates, and right dead center in the middle of the frame is a Tennessee license plate, which is the volunteer state, because they had a lot of volunteers to fight in the war, just like his father did, just like his grandfather did, and he's decided it's time for me to volunteer and do something not for myself, but something for honor. And he goes, he finds all the other weapons, and then the shot of him seeing the katana, and it's the katana's point of view looking down on Bruce Willis. He takes it, he unsheaths it, and when he unsheaths it and he's sitting there holding it, the camera view is now from down below looking up at him because he's in a position of power, and he goes and he gets his honor and he rides off into the sunset. Fucking crazy. Blew my mind.
I just blacked out. Can you start over?
You can listen to it later.
No, holy shit. No, I'm like, you just went so in-depth. I'm like, it doesn't matter what the fuck I bring to the table this week. That was so in-depth that I'm like...
It's impressive.
Wow.
I wish I remember who did it. I would give the channel a shout-out. I apologize. I don't have that information on me right now. I'm not going to look it up. But well done, sir or madam, or AI voice. That's most of
I did
these days.
see the one that was like... I think it was like Back to the Future and
the
Goonies happened on the same day.
Yes. I did see that one.
That's a pretty good one. Now, what I'm bringing to the table this week, I've been, after I passed that first test for my insurance exam, I've been in study mode. I'm officially taking the test a week from today. And
Kayfabe, pal.
Yeah, no, a week from yesterday then, if we're really being kayfabed. It's motherfucker. It's been a motherfucker.
I could imagine.
I hate it. And what sucks is that everybody at the job keeps saying, but don't worry, man. 95% of the shit that you're learning, you don't have to worry about in the job. It's just to pass the New York State exam. I'm like, that's fucked up. It's killing me because I don't understand half the shit I'm learning. I'm just associating words with phrases at this point right now. I'm like, that works with that. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking tough, man. I hate taking tests. I've said it a billion times. But that being said, pending I pass that shit, we have our new recording time an hour later.
Back to it. Moving late. The toe after dark.
Oh, wow, that's gross. All right, let's go to the Monday Night Wars.
Monday Night Wars! Marty, you've got to come back with me.
Where?
Back to the future.
Wait a minute, Doc. What are you talking about? What happens to us in the future? What, do we become assholes or something?
Give me a hell yeah! You want a war? You're gonna get me.
Mick Foley is going to win their world title.
Has been paid for by the New World Order. Come on, Vince. Step into the ring.
My God, the battle lines have been drawn.
D-Generation X invades WCW tonight.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Have a nice day. We got you work for ya.
It is a Monday on October 9th, 1995. ODM was a senior in high school while I was in 6th grade. Good shit. Break down ODM. I just thought that was just fun stuff.
Yeah,
to talk
no,
about
it's outstanding. It's one of those, we've talked about the age difference multiple times during the course of the Monday Night Wars specifically, and I feel like today the gravity of the difference just hit us both at the same time. We're like, really that far apart? Jesus.
Yeah, this is depressing.
Yeah.
But I will say this. It's October, so my grades haven't flunked that much. So I've probably watched Raw for sure this night.
Well, there you go. Well, you picked the wrong night to watch it because this is quite possibly one of the most uneventful Raws in the history of Monday Night Raw, especially during the Monday Night Wars. It was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Very short recap here. You had Diesel, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, Owen Hart, and Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette. We see Waylon Mercy watching from the entryway. Outstanding.
Future Bray Wyatt.
And then next time we go to the top of the ramp, we see Dean Douglas out there taking notes. Ref gets distracted with Taker. Yoko hits a leg drop to Diesel. Bulldog gets the pin. And then King Mabel shows up, joins Camp Cornette to attack and squash the Undertaker. Literally. This is one of those ones. So basically, previously we had King of the Ring when Mabel hit the leg drop and smashed... Actually, it wasn't the leg
Taker's
drop. It was
face.
something else. But smashed his occipital bone. He had to wear the Phantom of the Opera mask.
Yeah.
But now they're leaning into it because now leading forward, it's going to be all about, you broke the Undertaker's face. So they did that. And then
I can't wait till they show the moment when a bunch of people in Syracuse broke Shawn Michaels' face.
Oh, so kayfabe pal, I'm like 3 weeks ahead. And
I know, I know when it is.
Yeah, outstanding. It's so fantastic. Dean Douglas joins Cornette's crew by default and attacks Shawn Michaels on the floor. And then Vince announces that next week there's going to be a cage match to settle the score between Bret Hart and Isaac Yankem, DDS. And if Jerry Lawler interferes in this match, he's going to be lifted in a shark tank. Then we get Skip with Sonny versus Fatu. Fatu wins. Fatu a lot more slender than he was in 98 or 99. And it ends with an interview. JR interviews Camp Cornette. That's literally this Monday Night Raw. That's all that happened.
Well, it was only 1 hour long at that point.
Yeah.
And I do got to say, because I know that you're a couple of weeks ahead, Lawler, Shark Tank,
Nosebleed.
I don't know how they did it, how they made it happen.
No, some people with heights get nosebleeds. That's a common thing.
Is that a real thing for him, or
I don't know.
I need to know kayfabe or not, man, because that was.
Honestly,
when I was younger, I was like, wow.
My opinion is that it legit just happened, and them being the professionals that they are, they just rolled with it. That's my opinion on what happened.
Oh, that's a question. Like when you get Lawler at like a Comic-Con or some shit, that's the question you got to ask.
For real, right? Yeah, but even in his, I feel like even in his old age, he's going to be so kayfabe that it'll be like, oh no, it just happened.
Yeah, nah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
So,
Nitro
is in Chicago, where if you know, you know. Mongo played football for the Bears for a very long time, won a Super Bowl there. So commentary: Bischoff, Heenan, and Mongo all wearing Bears jerseys. Mongo obviously wearing his own. Bischoff had one with, I think, some random number, maybe 00. And it said, Bischoff on the back. Heenan's had a question mark instead of a number. Outstanding. They say Hogan is here. There's a restraining order on the Giant. He can't get into the building. Sting just randomly shows up on commentary. Macho and Luger have issues. It has to stop. Sting has the remedy, and he's going to solve the problem. And then we go right into the Shark versus Sting for the U.S. title. Shark is billed from being from Tsunami. And Sting wins in about a minute flat. Next.
Poor Shark.
Yeah, I know. But he's a man.
I'm just saying, to lose in a minute at that.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Body size. I get it, but like, even Hogan gave him a 15-minute match.
Which was...
Sting's like 1 minute. Scorpion Death Drop Splash.
6 minutes too long. Next, you get Sabu versus Mr. JL. Mm-hmm. Mr. Professor, do you know who Mr. JL is?
Got to be honest, off the top of my head, I can't actually remember who Mr. JL was.
So Mr. JL is a luchador, or at least looks like one. He's got a mask on, so you can't tell. Take a guess.
I do remember that. I just don't remember who
Take
played
a guess.
him.
JL. What does JL make you think?
Jushin Thunder Liger?
Jerry Lynn.
Oh, okay. I was kind of close.
It's Jerry Lynn.
Not really. But,
Sabu does the launching leg kick off the chair and wins with a camel clutch. And he's got a match coming up that I can't wait to talk about. It's so god-awful and great. It's so wonderful. Gene's in the ring with Sting and Luger. Sting calls Macho to the ring. He says, Giants winning the game. He's choke-slammed everybody. Macho says, why hasn't he put his hands on you, Sting? Ugh. Sting says if Macho beats Kamala and Luger beats Mang at Halloween Havoc, then Luger and Macho should face off. Macho likes it. Luger's not crazy about it, but says Sting is putting words in his mouth. Sting's tired of being a babysitter. Luger accepts.
like you putting words in my mouth.
Words in my mouth. Soon you're going to be putting pills in Liz's mouth. Yeah.
We both said fuck up things, and we should both be going to hell. See you there, brother. We'll have a podcast from hell.
Well, speaking of going to hell, we see a limo arrive outside the arena, and it's Benoit.
Wasn't him, man. Sullivan did it.
It's the famous
Sullivan
clip of him.
did it.
It's the famous clip of him getting out of the limo, looking at the marquee, and saying, "WCW, where the big boys the big boys play."
Where the big boys murder their family.
Disco dish
Jesus
rag.
Christ. I should quit.
Yeah.
I'm going to quit for the
Let's just
day.
rewind that. We're pretend it never happened. We're going to cut back to inside the arena where Disco dish rag comes to the top of the ramp. Then Big Bubba comes out, walks right by. And then Hawk comes out, walks by Dick Nuts. Dish rag steals a kid's hat and puts it on Hawk's shoulder pads. Dick Nuts comes to the ring. Hawk rips off his shirt, attacks him, beats the shit out of him, and Hawk gets counted out. So Big Bubba, a.k.a. the Big Boss Man, defeats Road Warrior Hawk via countout. Outstanding. Gene's in the ring with Hogan and Jimmy Hart. Hogan is all in black.
Oh, yeah.
All, including his neck brace. And no mustache.
No mustache. Fucking hate it.
Yeah. Don't ever do it again, brother.
It's like, what's his name on Family Guy? Tom Tucker. When it went away, he had to like wait for it to come back.
And they throw
He's
it
like,
back to
"Oh."
him. They throw it back to him, and it lands perfectly on his face.
He goes, "Oh, you're so cold. It's okay, baby. It's okay."
I gotta tell you,
Hogan without a mustache is Lincoln without the hat, but like, I swear to God.
I had a conversation with Whiskey Man Monday when we were watching Raw about the Hogan documentary. He's like, "Oh no, it's great, this and that." I'm like, "Listen, man," I said it was well produced. I said it was a puff piece, and I like started breaking. And he wasn't trying to argue with me,
But he was.
but he was saying shit that like I was like, "Listen, I don't know a lot of things about a lot of things, but this is one of those things I know a lot of things about. Shut the fuck up and listen to what I'm saying." They glossed over a bunch, and yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I've told you this before. Right, and I'll just say it real quick. Whiskey Man was at my house for the streak being broken. He goes, "That wasn't supposed to happen." Look at Paul Heyman's face. He goes, "That was not supposed to happen." I go,
Mark.
I don't have enough time to argue with
You're
you
a
right
Mark.
now, man. I'm like, there's only 45 minutes left of this pay-per-view for me to prove you wrong. I don't have enough time. Fuck you.
Right. So Hogan says, "The games are all over, dude. It's time to take care of all the family business." He brings up beating Andre in the Pontiac Silverdome. Says in New York City, the promoter's ego got too big. He's choking on his own ego. And then we see the Giant, Taskmaster, and Zodiac. They're in a monster truck in the parking lot. Police are trying to keep him at bay, and Hogan says, "Well, if he can't get in, I can get out there." And he heads to the parking lot. And we come back from break. Cops come to see Bischoff. They're telling him that they're keeping Hogan and Giant apart. And we get our main event. It's AA Arn Anderson versus Ric Flair in a cage match. Flair's in control for most of the match. Pillman tries to climb in, but Flair knocked him to the floor. Flair sets up the figure four. Arn Anderson hits Flair with an object. It gets the pin. And then afterwards, Flair comes to commentary, grabs the headset off Bischoff's head, breaks it in the process, and says next week he'll wrestle Arn Anderson and Pillman 2-on-1, but I'm going to look for a partner just in case. Good night, folks.
You're likely going to hate what I say, but say what you will, but WCW put up a better show.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They were good at this point because they were...
Heat
they
between
did
Luger
great
and
teasings
Macho,
for the next
Sting's
week.
trying to do shit, Hogan's feuding with the Giant, Flair and Arn Anderson, brothers in arms, are fighting each other. Dude, yeah, 100%
No, they crushed it. 100%.
It was wrestling.
Maybe, you know what it is? Maybe I'm such in shock because I watched the last 2 years of their final last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm like, I can't believe they're actually doing well. And I'm like, no, man, I forgot what it used to feel like when we were watching 96. So, yeah, 95, yeah, they're doing their thing. Is WWE doing their thing? Is AEW doing their thing? Is New Japan? TNA? Let's just talk about the state of wrestling in 2026.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for...
Best there is, the best there was, and the best that there ever will be. Hold 2, arm bar.
Sodas rule. Yeah, they do.
Hold 3, the moss covered, 3-handle family gradunzel.
It's me, Austin!
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the questions.
I did it for The Rock.
This week's top topic.
You know something, Mean Gene?
John Cena. Wrestling's not fake.
The Rolex wearing what? Diamond ring wearing what? Kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing what? Limousine right what? Jet flying what? Son of a gun, woo!
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
If you smell.
The following ranking order and final decisions are a completely bias-based order, based off The Professor and ODM made it. And as always, they like to let you know they have not worked in the business, but have been lifelong invested fans much like you, our listeners. With not only their opinions involved, but with countless amount of hours of research done each week, they make sure to provide proper facts and history to back it up. However, they do know that your opinion may vary from theirs. If there is anything you want to chat about, bring to their attention. If there is something they missed or forgot, or you just want to let them know they are out of their freaking minds, feel free to shoot them a message on Facebook or Twitter, or email them at thetopofwrestling@gmail.com. As always, they do appreciate all feedback and continued support. At the end of the day, they want to make sure that you do see the best of the best before you die. And now, this week's top topic.
All right, so what we're talking about here is we got the state of wrestling in 2026. Now, look, we got failed experiments. We've got releases. We've got too many advertisements. We have way too many celebrities. We have multiple companies where people can go and shine, but where is the best place to go and do that nowadays? Because who has the best TV exposure? So let's break it down, man. 2026 wrestling. There's a lot of things that you, ODM, had in your news today that you took out in advance, and we said, fuck it, we're postponing our other top topic. We need to talk about the state of 2026 wrestling, because honestly, it is kind of crazy, because we've done a couple of these, state of wrestling. I think we did one in right around the time of...
Well, when we first started, too. You got to figure 6.5 years ago, and we've joked about this, is...
Sure.
6.5 years ago when we started this, it was, what a great time to be a wrestling fan. And then it was, what a shitty time to be a wrestling fan. What a great time. And we went back and forth and back and forth. I feel like right now the shift is the biggest it's been since AEW debuted.
And it's funny because, so when we did start, 2019 was, FTR shaving each other's backs, Roman Reigns in dog food, right? That's the kind of shit we were getting in WWE. So we were jacking off the fact that AEW was coming around.
Speak for yourself.
Metaphorically. And physically. But no, honestly, we were really excited for AEW to come around because we needed something new, something fresh, something that had wrestling. It wasn't bullshit segments and backstage whatever. Now, the problem is that by 2022, and I hate to say it, the moment Tony Khan publicly fired CM Punk was a moment everything went downhill for AEW, and everything went upward for WWE. Because also at that point, we had Triple H is officially now becoming in charge of WWE and getting involved with everything. And Punk, 3 months later, Survivor Series signs with WWE. So AEW is now in the pits. It's the one that lost Punk, and everyone looked bad upon them. And their shit, Jesus Christ, they were going to the highest lengths with their hypodermic needles going in the cheeks and bricks going in each other's heads and houses on fire. Look at, man, they made some big fucking erratic ideas. WWE did pretty decent for a while with the Bloodline and Cody and everything. However, over this last year, there is and I know we're going to get into it, ODM, with what you have to say. It feels AI generated with a lot of the storylines and everything that they're doing. And to me, I feel like we're shifting right back to AEW, and some of their shit is a little more interesting, and WWE has gotten stale and fucked up. I mean, let me just say one name for you right now, okay? LA Knight. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you've had a billion chances to do everything with this guy. I haven't even seen him on TV, I don't think, since WrestleMania. Maybe he has been, I don't know, but like,
No.
He was supposed to face Gunther, I guess, recently from some of the news I've been seeing. So, why don't you kick off what you're feeling like? I'm going to say this. I have two main topics, ODM, that I want to talk about. Failed experiments that I have a list for, and what could be the future of AEW.
All right. Well, I mean, one thing, and I don't know if this was before we officially started the show, if we were recording or not, but one of the things I said was I feel like we've come full circle. 6.5 years later, we have come full circle. Mm-hmm. It started with, holy shit, AEW. WWE's been dog shit. There's wrestlers that we love from New Japan and TNA and from WWE that this could be something new. This could be something great. And they were putting on great pay-per-views before the TV show even started. And we were super excited. And NXT was almost better than the main roster at that point. You know what I mean?
In 2019, 1,000,000,000%.
Yeah, NXT was amazing. So we got spoiled.
Chad Gable was, what was his fucking C something? Or what was his, remember they gave him a fucking random stupid gimmick name?
Who's this?
Chad Gable.
Well, Chad Gable was an American American
Alpha.
Alpha.
Gave him a fucking stupid gimmick name at one point too. Like I'm saying,
I don't remember that.
The dumb shit in the 2019 era that they.
Shorty G.
Shorty G. Again, same thing with the FTR shaving each other's backs. It was dumb shit. That's where we're at again right now.
Yeah, and I mean it's almost like fucking AEW. Okay, we might as well go check it out. Now, the one thing I will say is that WWE is doing their post-Wrestle. See, it used to be that post-WrestleMania was, hey, we've got this new signing. Hey, this guy's back from injury. Hey, this new and now it's, we're going to let go of these people, and we're going to bring these people up and push them. Now, here's the thing. This crop of people they're bringing up from NXT, there's a ton of potential, man. There is a ton of potential. Ethan Page, Sol Ruca, I have been talking about for like 2 years at this point, I feel like. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, there's a lot of potential. Jacob Fatu is at the top now. He potentially could win the world title. I don't think it's going to happen, but there is some exciting stuff going on. Okay?
I do think maybe just a touch too many NXT people went up at the same time.
Sure, it's easy, but you're gonna filter some out, and it may not be because they're not good. It just might be because other people are better, or you're just not putting the other people in the right spot. Certainly could happen. I could see Ethan Page getting lost in the shuffle. He could be Ty Dillinger 2.0.
Sure. But and what I mean, though, is like, all right, Javon Evans, Obafemi, they're in there. They're out there. But that's also taking away from people who are still
Rusev.
Prominent and have spots.
100%.
So I'm not a fan of bringing up 10 full NXT people right away and then, like cocksuckers, firing or forcing people to take a giant pay cut in order to stay with the company.
Well, let's get into that real quick here.
We'll get there soon.
Let's just jump into that because I got a couple things here. So recently, last week we had talked about some releases. So there were 2 more releases, and I want to clarify that there were 2 more releases. Mm-hmm. It was JC Mateo, which that fucking guy can't catch a break. He shows up at AEW, he loses to Moxley immediately, he disappears. You know what I mean? It was fucking. It was.
He was a quick moment of being in the inner circle.
You know, being in New Japan apparently didn't help him at all. Hopefully he goes back there and he can have some good matches. So, and then Tonga Loa. Mr. Botch Machine, that's fine. You can fucking go away. Tama Tonga was always the better fucking one anyway.
Get the fuck out of here. You're going to keep CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and you're not going to keep Tonga Loa? What the fuck kind of world are we living in?
You're joking, right? Tonga Loa was the fucking drizzling shits. Tama Tonga's the better one.
Yo, he punched his own brother in the head while trying to give a low blow. He missed his opening debut. He is like, do I need to keep going? This dude was fucking him lifting his championship and only having like it was like
the back of the strap showing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So there's that. Okay. Now, the New Day were not released. They were in discussions for a contract renewal. My understanding is TKO offered them something, and the New Day said, "Fuck you, we're gone." And good on them. Good on them.
And just to clarify, it's only Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
And Kofi Kingston, yeah, because Big E's gone. I don't know if
God,
Big E's
I want Big E to just follow him and become their mouthpiece somewhere else. I don't give a fuck.
Big E's doing like the pre-show stuff and the post-show stuff. So I haven't heard anything about him going anywhere. So he's probably still there. So let's see how far that solidarity goes. Because if Big E's only got to put on a suit every once in a while and do some talking head shit, fucking more power to you, brother. You know, you earn that spot. That's for goddamn sure. But, you know, and you know, props to Xavier and Kofi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, go do you. There was the Bucks a long time ago put a thing on their Twitter bio where they're like, one day we will face the New Day. Remember this bio. Could happen.
Okay, so
could happen.
That's one of the things I'm going to get into at one point with my part about AEW.
Right. But they were.
But I will say right now with the New Day, I think it's a bullshit thing that you offered them. Well, hang on. All right. Let's get down to it, okay? They're aging. So offering them lower pay contracts, I think I technically understand with TKO. Technically.
100%.
However, they signed with TK. No-o. They make really good money by only having to work so many dates a fucking year. And to be honest with you, I mean, Xavier becomes Consequence Creeds, goes back to his old name. Kofi, I don't care if you go by your fucking original birth name. I don't give a fuck. But and what I want by them, don't give them a goddamn match in an open challenge or something stupid. Give these two motherfuckers a mic for 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. Listen, ultimately, what I was going to say is kind of the opposite, which is what you said, don't do this. I say on the go-home show of a pay-per-view or maybe 2 weeks before a pay-per-view, have them show up, beat the shit out of the Young Bucks, and say, we'll see you at this pay-per-view. And then the next week, next week you can have a fucking rap battle, and then do the match, and then they can go do whatever the fuck they want.
That's fair. I think there's opportunities for them.
Sure.
And I think they should seize them. Problem is, Xavier is possibly being sought back to WWE for the up, down, down setup with him and Tyler Breeze.
Oh. Yeah.
I hope he just stays.
I feel like Xavier could do that on his own like he does already. 100%. You know, he doesn't need the WWE sponsorship to do that, so.
Dude, everyone has, believe it or not, as stupid as it sounds, I would mark out to see Young Bucks and New Day in a tag team match. It's something that has been teased for years and years and years in jokes with Comic-Cons.
Yeah, remember they did do the Street Fighter face-off where it was Xavier versus Kenny Omega. Mm-hmm. And they did the entrances and everything, man. That was cool as shit.
Yep. I was going to say, fucking Kenny and the Bucks also came out wearing Young Bucks, the New Day gear, and Kenny used his broom as a trumpet. So there's a lot of respect there. So, you know,
I'd be down to see.
Do you mind if I pivot for a moment?
Sure. Just remind me. I had something I was leaning into, but you send it.
Lean in. Go ahead. Take it. I got it. Well, I'll be able
the only thing I was going to say is that you got to figure that it's kind of fucked up because New Day realized their own value and said no. And they're going to go do their own thing. And God bless them. I hope they're prosperous. Mm-hmm. And if they're going to face off against Bullet Club, the OG Bullet Club with Omega and the Bucks, the Elite, I'm all there. I'm going to watch everything. I'm going to watch that whole program. Man. I am invested in that. Here's something to think about, though. You're letting go of all these people. You're because that's the other thing. They're asking other people to restructure their contracts, which really isn't that big of a deal. That's a pretty common business thing in this type of business.
But you keep bringing in these fucking celebrities.
You keep bringing in celebrities, and I have some statistics for you. Are you ready for this one? Dig this. Ari Emanuel, he is the TKO CEO and chair. In 2024, his salary was $18 million. That's a lot of fucking money. I'll take that on a one-time lump payment, and I'm fucking good.
Pump sum.
I was waiting for my wife to get home. My brain's somewhere else. In 2025, his salary went up 272% to $67 million. Mark Shapiro, TKO president and COO, 2024, $32 million, went up 33% to $43 million. Nick Khan, WWE president, $6 million in 2024, went up 304% to $24 million. And Andrew Scheimer, this is a CFO for TKO, went up from $8 million in 2024, up 198% to $23 million. And if you didn't see, the Met Gala just happened and The Rock was there. You look at The Rock's watch, that's the fucking New Day salary he was wearing on his wrist.
And his car was half the roster.
Yeah. There you go.
It's fucking ridiculous, to be honest with you. And it's crazy for someone like Nick Khan. I don't care, man, what kind of negotiations you do. It's the guys that are actually putting their bodies on the line weekly and taking hard bumps. So I'm good for New Day, good for anybody that has gone out on their own terms before being let go. Now, here's where I'm going to pivot for just a minute here, ODM. I think that right now, Tony Khan has the absolute best opportunity to resurge his own company by only a couple of maneuvers. And I think it's honestly signing just 2 tag teams. The New Day and the Motor City Machine Guns. Now, we've seen the Motor City Machine Guns actually in trios action at All Out 2022, the night that Punk won the title, right? Funny story, you and I were actually having a blunt of chicken nuggets at that point down by the...
down by the river?
Well, no, remember we were on the lower part. Everybody was above us. I got you. Yep. Yeah, I could look at you. But not unheard of for Motor City to be a part of this, right? If that happens, listen to the tag team division in AEW and think about WWE's tag team division. If they both signed, you'd have FTR, New Day, Motor City Machine Guns, Young Bucks, The Rascals, Jet Speed, David Finlay and Clark Connors of the Dogs, Private Profits, Bro Dito, the Bang Bang Club is back, Hurt Syndicate, and there's other. Hang on, I'm looking at other names here, like
Outrunners?
Jurassic Express. I would look at that. And I'm like, exactly, like Outrunners. I'm like, they like. But we also have Death Riders and LFI and Roppongi Vice. Look at I'm just saying they have a lot of possibility signing just 2 tag teams alone with a lot of great matches. Bucks in the Guns, or the Motor City Machine Guns. Bucks and New Day. New Day and Motor City Machine Guns. Jet Speed and Motor City Machine Guns. I mean, like, any one of these combinations is a lot of great wrestling. I'm giving it credit where credit can be due.
No, 100%. And here's the thing, that all the potential, and that has never been the problem with AEW. It's not that the potential isn't there. It's the execution, right? And here's the thing. You can say that bringing on these new tag teams, and here's the thing. There's a lot of shit now where it's like, you know what? I am going to start paying attention to AEW and stop shitting on them because I want to go back to what we were looking forward to in 2019. I just want an alternative. And I feel like the last 4 years I've been looking at this all wrong and just saying, fuck this indie mud show bullshit, and I'm just going to watch the E because it's familiar and comfortable. I think now it's time. Now, another problem is time, right? It's like I don't have the time. Like at this point, it's like for wrestling, I'm just going to start watching YouTube clips of the main shit that happens so I can stay up to date with it and pay attention when I can and when I decide to.
But is that an avid fan? No.
No, right, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm not a fucking mark, dude. I have a wife.
I don't mean like a mark, but I'm saying like a fan of one product versus another. If you're just watching, I don't.
But I'm done. I'm done looking at it that way. I want it to be like the Wars, like where I used to be like, all right, I'm gonna watch Dynamite and I'm gonna watch NXT. Okay, you know what? Now I'm just watching YouTube clips. I'm just gonna watch. And speaking of YouTube, all this fucking AEW tag, you just sign these two teams. I understand what you're saying, but you know what? It don't fucking matter because there's a lot of shit going on out there. And again, this could be unsubstantiated. AEW might be losing their TV deal. They may be on fucking YouTube in a fucking year. And here's the thing: if that happens, you're not going to be able to retain all that talent. You're going to be cutting people like WWE.
Nah, TK won't let it happen. He'll ask Daddy.
Bro, it don't fucking matter. Listen, okay, here's the thing. He may be able to ask Daddy for a payroll so he can pay and keep the wrestlers that he has. But if you don't have a TV deal, you're not drawing as much revenue as you are on YouTube. That's just the
They'll
fucking
get the TV deal.
That is just the truth of it, right? If you're on YouTube,
do you need a TV deal?
You're drawing revenue. It helps fucking pay your wrestlers. Daddy's money's going to run out sometime.
Straight to Hulu, straight to HBO Max, whatever. You don't have to have a TV deal.
You have to have some kind of streaming deal. Nobody is lining up to fucking sign these guys, it sounds like. Like they have no other offers. So it's going to be straight it's going to be straight to YouTube. Which is great. I'm happy with that cuz I don't have to pay extra to watch it. Dude, this is all fucked up. We're at a point right now, in summary, from my end anyway, where WWE, which was always the safe choice and went from dog shit to better to holy shit, Vince is gone. And that's the whole thing. With Vince being gone, be careful what you fucking wish for. You know why? Because now this fucking conglomeration owns it, and that's why all the fucking celebrities are coming in, and it's going to be a bunch of bullshit with a little bit of good here and there. And AEW is going to be a lot of indie mud show bullshit with a little bit good here and there. So that's why I said at this fucking point, my hands are up in the air. I'm ready for the other toe, and I'm ready for YouTube just to watch clips.
Definitely
that's where I'm at.
The other toe. It's funny because what kills me is we thought WWE was a shoo-in the last couple of years because you're like, all right, man.
They weren't for 25.
For WrestleMania 39 and 40 and everything surrounding before and after, everything was solid. The last year and some change has been very questionable on booking decisions, a lot of shit. The problem for me is there was a lot of failed experiments. For instance, Bayley. We had a chick who had a split personality, and all of a sudden she just... did you mute yourself while you're eating a fucking brick of cheese over there? Because you're over here...
French fries.
Giggling to yourself. Oh, okay. You're over here giggling. I'm like, this motherfucker's eating a fucking brick of cheese and giggling. But Bayley... We had her having a full meltdown, everything in her head. It could have been a great storyline that could have led to so many things.
Nowhere.
We had a great face-off with Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. Do you remember that happening?
That's that one. I think that's a bad example because that one you can do a year down the road. You don't have to rush that one. Let's not judge it
if
yet.
Fatu wins the title, fine.
Given the way that things are going now, I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. But
okay.
let's that one is off to the side.
All right, we'll go back to your brick of cheese. R-Truth.
French fries. I think R-Truth is a bad example too, though. You have
How
Dan,
is it a bad example? Wait.
Because you have Danhausen now.
Hang on, whoa. They brought him back and made him a big thing because he was let go. Shaves his head. I'm not R-Truth. I'm Ron Killings. Blah, blah, blah. And now he's R-Truth tagging with Damian Priest.
Yeah, I think that's just to me.
Wow,
think that,
you sound like Dave Meltzer defending every AEW angle over here.
Go fuck yourself.
What I think that is, actually, I think it's a great idea.
Listen, all the times that we agree
It's
with
a
each
great
other,
idea.
the best thing that you can do is compare me to Meltzer because you have no other argument. Here's the deal. I think it was a smart move.
I have plenty of arguments.
I think it was smart because ultimately, when R-Truth was let go, we were bummed out. But,
Sure.
like, were we, like, fucking like, oh, my God, how is the product going to survive without him?
Well, no.
We realized what his worth was. And then they brought him back, and he cut that awesome promo for a couple weeks in a row, and he had a bunch of great shit that he did. That novelty wears off quick. It's the same reason you're saying that Danhausen has to go to bi-weekly. I just don't think that that's the – because WWE read the tea leaves are like, okay, the way this happened wasn't great. Let's fucking get him back. Let's pop the crowd.
Not what I'm
Let's
saying,
ride it
man.
out. Let's write it out.
Motherfucker shaved his head and made it look like he was going to bring the R-Truth or the Ron Killings of TNA.
Right, and he just went back to
WWE.
he just went back
and
to
then
his
he went
old
back
self.
to Shucky Ducky.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but again, you're talking about WWE. He's using AI to come up with fucking storylines.
This is why this whole fucking segment I'm talking about is failed experiments.
Yeah,
this exact fucking moment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. I was looking at it from a different angle, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
No,
but I mean, ultimately, I don't feel like that
experiment.
one. I don't feel like that one would have tilted the scales as much. But it is a very good example. It is a very good example.
Okay.
Yes.
And a couple more. The Wyatts.
Yeah.
I mean, like what? 2-3
God.
times at least.
I've said it a million times. If you start with murder, you have nowhere to go.
That's fucking true. Unless you just keep going with the murder.
There'd be nobody left.
Dragunov and Tamatonga. Tamatonga kept eyeing off with Dragunov about the U.S. title. Neither of them are near the U.S. title. Neither of them ever had a match.
Well, at least Dragunov had the U.S. title for a short while.
No, and that's fair, but Tamatonga has been nowhere near that title since, and that was like 2.5-3 months ago.
It sounds like at least in that one, the defense I'll give is that he is separating, and he no longer has Tongaloa behind him, so we'll see where Tamatonga goes from here.
Of AEW.
Dude, go fuck yourself. You call my wife a whore, I wouldn't react as negatively as you calling me Meltzer.
That would have been a great episode.
Go
name
get your
if it
box of
wasn't so
tissue.
long. Cena's heel turn and his run.
Oh my God, that was
okay. All right, at least fine. All right, we're back on the page. All right,
Fiend.
Horrible. Everything with Cena's heel turn. I like the execution of the actual night at Elimination Chamber. Cool. Weird that Travis Scott was a part of it, but fine. Outside of that, dog shit.
Here's the thing: the heel turn should have been massive. It was when it happened, but the next day when you woke up, it was like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, it was good when he did make fun of that little fat German kid or whatever.
It was our logo.
100% was our logo. And look at the rest of the failed experiments here, the last of it. Celebrities, at least in the last couple of years.
Oh God, Trash Bag
McAfee,
Malone,
Jelly Roll. I mean, I did like Bad Bunny, but you know, the more that celebrities got good at shit, the more they added to the mix of what this game is.
Right.
A lot of failed shit going on within wrestling. So I got to be honest with you. I am leaning into AEW now and going, okay, what you got?
Dude, it's just, I guess my closing thoughts on this is that it's just how fickle life is, because we have gone from, wow, AEW is the alternative, to, wow, WWE is actually pretty good now, and AEW's mud show indie shit, to, wow, we got what we wanted, and it's worse than we ever expected. Let's go back to AEW. Holy shit, AEW might be on YouTube. It's just fucking weird. It's just weird. Give me the other toe.
It's funny you say that. Do you ever watch the movie Shallow Hal?
No, it sounds familiar. I'm trying to think who's in it.
So, Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow, but Jack Black can see the beauty in the inside of what a woman looks like. but doesn't see her outside. And so he meets Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's sexy, but in real life, she's like a fucking 400-pound fat ass.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
There's a part with Jason Alexander, and he sees this chick, and she's like, hey, we're going to a Beatles reunion tonight. Would you like to go? It's front row. It's Eric Clapton filling in for everybody else, or filling in for John Lennon, but everybody else is going to be there. And he looks down and sees that she has a bigger toe. He goes, yeah, I'm not a Clapton fan. And the lady goes, did you see the toe? The toe! Oh my God! So I think that should be a part of our intro.
Eddie Murphy and Boomerang.
Oh my God! When he pulls it up, he's like, yes,
he pulls the sheet.
Yes,
he's like,
yes.
Ew.
Fucking what's her name? Robin Givens.
Post Mike Tyson
with no
too.
Drawers on. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. Yo, I actually just saw, and I love that at the end of our show, this is where random shit comes out, but I just saw the video of, God, I can't think of it, the father in Friday, whatever his name is, when they're all having dinner, he's like, so, are you guys dating? He's like, they're in him and Halle Berry and David Alliger, like, we're just friends. And he goes, so Marcus, heard you got some girl got you pussy whipped. You gotta whip that pussy. But he's like eating and like taking things out of his mouth. He's like,
that's like his thing, yeah. Yeah.
But my favorite fucking part is you gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate. And he's showing the inside of his jacket matching with like everything else. Martin and Eddie Murphy playing it up. Because it's David Allen Greer's dad. Yeah, I fucking love that movie. That's a great movie. That and what's that fucking scary ass perfume lady that wants to fuck Eddie Murphy?
Oh, the old lady with the fucking the butler, where he's laughing, where he's like, "She'll see you now."
Yo, and then you got Tisha Campbell next door. He's a hoe. You don't want to trust him.
Def Jam's
That's
How to Be a
movie.
Def Jam's How to Be a Player is another one though. That's another good one.
I do like that one.
Bill Bellamy.
It is Bill Bellamy, yep. I didn't mind him. He's all right. But nah, Boomerang, great fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's a great one. You got to coordinate. Coordinate. All right, next week. Why don't you tell them what we're back and doing next week, ODM?
I have no fucking idea what we're going to do. No, I'm just
You're
kidding.
The one that said you were putting
$1. The single line that broke us with no context, because I actually did it myself. Rat Race. This is a movie that you knew was going to just be a stupid fucking movie. My wife and I saw it together in the theaters, and I missed parts of the movie because I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God! So you got, let's just see a quick rundown before we get there. Let's see if I can get it. Amy Smart, John Lovitz, Seth Green is in it.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Who's
Rowan Atkinson, who is Mr. Bean.
Rowan Atkinson.
John Cleese.
John Cleese is the name I was going to say. The guy that's in charge.
Because I'm eccentric.
He is closest to the door. I'm excited to talk about this one. Honestly, it's funny because I didn't think you'd be the person to have watched this movie. There's a lot of things I throw at you, and you're like, "That sounds stupid."
The humor in this is so. John Lovitz is absolutely outstanding. The Critic is going to have to be one of our fucking TV show reviews some point.
Oh, I can't!
Because John Lovitz is so great. But this movie was just absolutely fucking. Because everybody plays off each other. Kathy Bates has a fucking cameo in it.
Should have bought a squirrel.
Oh, Bob Newhart.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Actually,
Candy, the stripper. Oh, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba's great. I also Amy Smart driving her helicopter into her boyfriend's truck and driving like fucking her ex-boyfriend's truck with the paint and all that shit. It's fucking great. Like it's
just
honestly, I don't know why this movie is not more raved or talked about. So I'm glad
the John Lovitz scene. Oh, look, the Barbie Museum. Klaus Barbie, better known as the Butcher of Vienna. Holy shit, Dad, you stole Hitler's car. He had it coming.
What? Hang on, what was Hitler's wife's name?
Eva Braun.
Oh, Eva really likes some dark lipstick.
Yeah. That scene, the crash and the aftermath, is the funniest scene in the entire movie. That's what I don't know what happened after that because I was laughing too hard.
This is where we got to stop, or else we might as well just talk about the whole movie.
Well, here's
right
the
now.
thing. Over the course, the reason why we're like, did we talk about this already? Is because we have referenced it and done this 18 times in the last 5 years. Now we just get to go through the whole thing, start to finish, and just quote everything. I can't wait.
You're the girl from the car. I love you.
Where he's screaming where nobody's driving the car. And then the cow hits, but you can hear the other guy screaming, so it looks like the cow's talking.
Yeah, we just covered it.
Let's stop. All right, let's wrap it up, B. You better
I
wrap
don't even know what
up.
to talk about next week.
We're still going to do it. I don't care. We just top topic part 2. It's happening again next week.
Oh,
fuck.
Jesus Christ. All right, so next week we're talking about Rat Race. Hey, you know what? Watch the movie. I think it came out, 1999 to 2000-ish. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to say 01. It may have even been 01.
Let's find out here. And a couple
If
seconds.
it's
The
01
Google
and I'm
says 2001. Wow, so when was my wife and I were first starting to date?
Really?
Actually, no, maybe a year after.
The year you're making her Mrs. ODM, you know?
Yeah, we were kind of pissed off there were so many people in the fucking theater. Cut that hole in the bottom of the popcorn
Alanis
bucket for
Morissette
nothing.
Thing. Would she go down and you in a theater? Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Top Wrestling Podcast. I bid you farewell. We'll be back next week with wrestling, a rat race, and so much more. He's ODM. He's going to leave you with his final thoughts.
Thanks, Professor Aga. I got a couple things here. Wow, we went off the rails real fast. Okay, real quick. AFI's 2003 song, it was the words we can't pronounce and then, in parentheses, the beginning, which is not a translation of what it is. It's actually Latin for sing the sorrow. It's Miseria Cantara. That's how you say it.
Impressive.
Okay? So, and Kayfabe Pal, our logo, I fucking love it. The rock getting pulled over looks like Erica Kirk mean mugging on her podcast. Relax, we're almost there. The Top of Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by The Top of Wrestling Podcast. Your hosts are the Professor Mark Fantasia and ODM, the Doc Joe Rizzo. Feel free to reach out to the show by email at thetopofwrestling@gmail.com, on their Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. You can listen to the show on most popular platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, and YouTube. Without your continued support, it would be just some guys talking wrestling, which is pretty much what it is anyway. Good night, folks.
And the Clapperooski. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, can we bring up one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Poot's hair. Like, what the fuck? That hairline. I mean, like, is that real?
Yeah, some people got a 6 head.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's worse when it's a woman.
Does the chair recognize he got a big motherfucking forehead?
6 head.
I laughed when I saw that thing online about fruit. Because I wants it to be one way, but it's the other way. Man, stop saying that. You want it to be one way.
It's like he knew he fucked up, but he had to say something. It's like, you could have just stayed in the store and stayed alive.
Dude stole a 10-second sucker, or a 10-cent sucker. You know what I mean? Like, let it go.
Yeah.
End up at the vacants with Chris and Snoop.
Yerp. You got a big fucking mouth, and you need to shut yours.
I love. What is it? Hang on. Oh, all right. Let's get back up and running. That's what I'm saying. She hadn't had much work in a while. People need to shut the fuck up.
Outstanding.
I still love. It's $680. This is $800. You're in that bump like a motherfucker.
You earned it.
I get it. Kick back. Like recoil. That would have been the best story if I was a Home Depot employee. I'd be like, yeah, you guys got to hear about this chick that came in today.
I'm pretty sure that was like the intro to the first episode of a new season, too.
It was. It was the beginning of season 4.
Outstanding. What a fucking great intro.
He says this shit has good kickback and everything, man. Like, and then he
has to throw it in the water.
Lex don't know. Lex don't know. Oh, I know. When he throws it in the water,
she's
owe me $800, man. Oh, did you freeze?
Uh-oh. We got a freeze.
ODM freezed. He froze. There you are.
Yeah, we got a little freeze. Yep, we're good. I think we're all right.
All right. I said you freezed, and then I realized I said freezed, froze.
Freezed.
Anyway.
More better.
You are more better. All right. You're going to ask one random question. All right. We're talking about The Wire.
You said one, but okay.
Did I already do one?
Yeah, whatever. Just ask the question.
Yeah, all right. When Chris shoots Butchie, and he looks at him after, is it because Butchie's eyes are, like, open? Or it's weird how he looks at him after shooting Butchie.
Never noticed.
He always looks at him afterwards, and it's because, like, when Butchie goes down, his eyes are like...
Oh, maybe like because he's
open.
blind, it's hard to tell if he's actually dead or not without checking his pulse. Could be that.
All right.
Right? Yeah.
I hate how they did Butchie.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That boy is beautiful. Yo, actually, when Omar and Brother Mozone, he goes, I'll go in through the front door. He goes, I'm sure that's a first for you. Is that a reference for being gay?
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, indeed.
I didn't know if it was because he goes through the back door to cut in through killing people or not killing.
No,
people,
he goes straight through the front door.
It was a gay joke. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I like it. Good for Mozone. That's for the gunshot. You remember how I told you how when they see each other each time and he's resting. He's resting,
yeah.
One of them, when they go into Prop Joe, he goes, where's my guy at the door? And he goes, and the one guy goes, siesta, papa. Resting.
Yeah. Nap. Yeah.
I remember the word.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we could do some wrestling now.
Bueno.
Proposition might fall kindly on your ears. I'm taking my fancy, fat man.
Get this clock to work.
Give me a receipt. That's even fun. That's a mind game thing. All right. Let's do it. It's all right. Let me get myself in 1995.
You were about to just go right into it, weren't you?
No, I was. But I got to get myself in 1995. Let's see. October 1995, I would have been...
You got a box of tissue next to you?
Several changes of underwear.
Ma thought I had a year-round cold.
My family thought I was pretty talented to get my sock to stand up on its own.
Ew.
No, but hang on. October 95. Is
that paper mache?
That would put me in 6th grade. I just want
95?
Yeah,
are we really that
October
far apart?
95.
Wow, holy shit. Okay.
Hang on. Why I remember is I was in 6th grade in 96 because my brother graduated high school in 96. And I was in 6th grade. You graduated in 96?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, the difference between you and
That's
him.
what I just said!
Wow. All right, let's get into the top. Let's get into the wars. Hang on. All right, here we go.
D, you stupid bitch.
D, your breath is dog shit. It's a gay guy.
What the fuck?
He's gay. Hang on.
Okay. All right.
And then after he goes, you ought to know Adam.
Oh shit.
I'm so glad I got to hear it on speakerphone for that part. Would you down on you?
Oh, God.